Hello out there in Facebook land, YouTube land, whatever land you're watching. And welcome to another episode of Live with Ms. .KIR. I'd like to thank everybody who's tuning in for taking this time out on their Friday night to tune in because you could be doing other things. So thank you.
Most definitely.
And I would like to now introduce my guest. Drum roll. My first guest is rapper, musician, poet, Jay Silent Night. Show your love out there, folks, for Jay Silent Night. Drum roll.
Woo-hoo! You got it. All right, yo.
And my next guest is Cynthia Blue. Show your love out there. Drum roll for Cynthia Blue. And my co-host tonight, we have in the building James Ellerbe, spoken word artist, co-hosting tonight. Show your love.
You got it.
And my other co-host, returning again this week, spoken word artist, North Philly's finest. Drum roll, North Philly's finest. Drum rolling for my co-host, my guest, and all the viewers out there tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in to Live with Mz.KIR. We are going to get this party started. Show yourselves some love. Drum rolls for yourselves for tuning in tonight as well. Okay.
Yes.
So, Cynthia Blue.
Yes.
In my Mufasa from the Lion King's voice. Cynthia, tell the people who you are.
Okay. My name is Cynthia Blue, and I'm from Woodbridge, New Jersey, and I'm a photographer.
Oh.
Show your love for Cynthia Blue, folks.
Nice. Yeah. Nice.
Thank you.
And Jay, awesome. Silent Night, tell the viewers in my Mufasa voice who you are.
Off the bat, I gotta say I always love the references. So in my blank voice, yeah. I'm an MC, rapper, writer, poet, show host and curator, a whole bunch of other things. From originally Brooklyn, New York, but been representing and out in New Brunswick, New Jersey area for many moons now.
Brooklyn in the house.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Brooklyn's in the house.
Yeah, happy to be here.
That's right.
We're claiming them though for Jersey though.
No doubt.
That's right.
Okay, dirty Jersey.
For sure.
That's right.
No disrespect to Brooklyn, but we're claiming them from Jersey.
That's right. Let them know, James. Let them know.
Okay. Well, you see, Philly ain't got no beef. We ain't got no beef. All peace and love, baby. All peace and love.
Love for Philly. All love for Philly.
Yes. No guns.
Right.
You know Philly got it too. So I don't mean guns. I mean got the talent.
Check, please.
All my Philly friends are gonna tell me.
Okay, Cynthia, we're gonna start with you. Cynthia, okay. How did you get into photography?
Well, I've always liked photography. Even growing up, I always took a lot of pictures, family pictures, and things like that. But as I got older, I more nature, taking pictures of nature and stuff like that. But I still take a lot of pictures of other things. But my main thing now as a photographer, I like to take pictures of nature.
Oh,
That's what's up.
okay. Nice. Nice. North Philly, do you have a question for Cynthia?
Most certainly do. So, as far as photography, how long have you been in it? I mean, was this something that you started when you were a child? I mean, did you find interest in that? In like works like Gordon Parks, Monita Sleep. I might be mispronouncing his name off. Forgive me if I am. Were those like influences of yours?
No, really. It, like I said, it started with me even as a child, or like in high school and stuff. I just always, back then it was film, and I always just enjoyed taking pictures, like I said, of my family and stuff like that. Everybody in my family always said that that it was important to take pictures, and I just love putting a camera in their face and just taking these pictures of them and family
click,
reunions.
click.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, my dad would say, "Get that camera out of my face."
Get that camera out of here.
Yes. I said, well, since you're already pissed off, just let me take one more picture.
To get the angry look. You just trying to capture the angry look. That's all.
Yes. So, but I really like digital better than I ever liked film. I know a lot of people, a lot of photographers, they don't like digital at all. They like film, but for me, I didn't like the dark room and developing the film and all that stuff. No, that wasn't for me.
So the digital has more contrast as opposed to just traditional film. Like you were saying, like being in the dark room, developing, making sure that the output looks better, looks really good, like the format and everything.
No, for me, I just like the quickness of it. Like
Okay.
if you take a picture, you can see what you accomplish. I could change the composition or whatever right then and there.
Right.
Whereas with film, I have to wait until that whole roll is done, and then find out, did I, accomplish anything.
I can dig it.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Definitely.
James, you have any questions for Cynthia?
Yeah. Besides photography, has there been any other medium in the art field that you experimented with, and whether it be poetry, whether it be music, visual art, like other visual arts like painting or anything like that? Have you experimented with that, and can you tell us a little bit more about that too?
Oh, yes. I'm more of a visual artist. I do now a lot of acrylic painting, watercoloring, and I like doing collages and things like that.
That's large.
Yeah, so I like that better. I have done in the past with Tanisha, Mz.KIR. I started off with them with poetry and so forth. And so I liked that at that time, but now I've moved away from that. Like I said, I'm more of a visual artist now. And I do a lot of Photoshop, manipulating the pictures and things like that, putting things in pictures and taking things out and stuff. So.
Well done, all right. We're going to go into the comments now.
That's right.
Yeah, comments is blowing up.
I see.
Uh-oh.
Okay, we have my mom, Barbara Marie, joining.
Hey,
And
Mom.
Hey, Mom.
and she also said, hey, Cynthia. We have Betty Edwards Bridges. She said, hello, Jay Silent Night.
Hey, what's up?
Teresa Hazel Eyes is in the building once again. She said, hey, everyone. V.
Hey.
Sykes says
Jesus.
Jersey, and she also says Jersey adopted him, LOL.
That's right. That's right. Shout out to V. Dot.
Okay.
Okay.
Maurice Huff, PHS in the building. He's representing P-Field. P-Field is in the building.
Maurice.
V. Sykes said, love nature photos. And she also says she likes the dark room in high school. It was fun. Alexis Spoken Word, my co-host from last week, is in the building. She says, hello. Hello, everyone.
Okay,
And
Poessence.
Donna Banks is in the building. She says hello, and hello everyone. And Teresa Hazel Eyes said, yeah, I took photography 1 year in high school, so the dark room was interesting, but yeah, it does take some time. And V. Sykes said, hello, Donna. And my guest for next week, I mean, not next week, my guest for the week after, Haru Arquette is in the building. Hey, Haru. Snap it up, folks. And that is
All right.
it for the comments section so far. So, Jay Silent Night, we're gonna move on to you.
Yes.
I was just thinking not too long ago about that time when you were at Zaffra's and you did that poem and you took that box of rice-a-roni out of your pocket, and that was iconic.
I knew that's what you were gonna say too.
Yeah, I had to come up.
I was trying to see
I wanted to ask you about that. So, like, what inspired you to go in your pocket and pull out that box of rice-a-roni? Because I've always wanted to know this.
I mean, what inspired me, I guess, it's such a ridiculous thing, but what inspired me for that, honestly, was it was just in the moment. And I don't even remember why I had a box of rice-a-roni on me. It was not planned, by the way. Like I was doing a certain piece, like a poem or a cappella, and it wasn't like a prop. I didn't bring it in order to use it as a prop for this piece. It just so happened that as I got to that place, I guess to that spot, if my memory serves me correctly, it was like boxes full of posies, something with oldies. Like it rhymed with it in my head. Like I know it. Right? So my hands are all over the place. I'm like, I'm probably hitting my hands or my jacket, whatever. And I'm like, I forgot, like while I'm doing it, I realized I had the rice-a-roni on me. And it rhymes like pocket full of posies and rice-a-roni.
Visual arts in effect, bro.
That was a very monumental moment, Silent Night. It was a very monumental moment.
It's I'm always glad that I had that lasting effect that we could joke about it or laugh about it years later too. And I was trying to see if Offset, if San Kofo could jump in the chat too. San
Kofo, where you at, girl? Where you at? Join the comments.
You know that.
Okay, we're gonna go back to the comment section real quick. Let's see here. Haru said he's at the airport about to fly home. Oh yeah, I forgot you was in Jersey for a minute, Haru.
I'm glad you tuned in.
Yeah. Donna Banks said the host appears smaller this week. Am I doing something wrong? No, Donna, you're not doing anything wrong. I was trying to figure that out before we even got on. I don't know what's going on with that. Tyrell Altman said, good evening, everyone.
That's my brother, by the way, my biological brother.
Okay, shout outs to the biological brother.
That's what's up.
And Haru also says, my brother is great for spontaneous moments in our life. And Teresa Hazel said, Mr. Rice-a-roni in the building, LOL.
Rice Roni, the San Francisco treat. Listen, brothers, my brother can be hungry. Okay, I mean, sometimes I walk around with a bag of ramen noodles. So I mean, just because you never know, man.
Oh, so with that being said, Silent Night, can you do a song or a poem for us?
Ooh, wow. All right.
Sorry about that.
Good question. Good question. Now I kind of want to do the rice aroni.
I mean, that would, that would bring back memories and everything.
Yeah.
Just dig in your pocket, pull that rice roni out real quick.
I wish I planned this and had a box of rice aroni with me right now. Yeah. I guess what my question for you before that is what's the language? I'm used to self-editing for like family friendly and stuff like that too.
This is kind of family friendly, so yeah.
Yeah, not we had a Friday night, no, but
Yeah, I know it's Friday night, but this is kind of family friendly.
Yeah.
just making sure. Because I feel like nowadays, more often than not, I'm already self-editing anyway, for family friendly or just in case. So I just want to make sure beforehand. Do the rights are on it, saying in the chat. So.
Rice-a-roni in the chat. Put rice-a-roni in the chat, folks.
Happy New Year, everybody too. I'm thankful to be here on the first, I believe, right, the first show of the year, and Haru in the chat. Speaking of those spontaneous moments, that was a memorable New Year's Eve many years ago too. All right, so let me see if I remember this. All right. I played patty cake with devils, roast petals and nurseries. My coat is yellow. Make Teddy Ruck spin certainly with my pocket full of posies. Right. Get back at that cat for the whack magic bean she sold to me, and hopefully I could rebuild that bridge in London. My unfair lady wouldn't answer me when I asked her, where is Stumpkin? And the Munchkins didn't exactly give me a warm welcome. So when the witch came, there was a line when they said it couldn't help them. So told Peter Piper to look for pickled peppers by the seashore. Sally stopped selling seashells and there was at least 4 little kids and they were fascists. No, 4 little pigs and they were fascists. Messed with the big misunderstood wolf and got their kicked. And they had to pass the story down, but the wolf was overweight and they were bastards, making fun of his huffing and puffing, but he had asthma. And the pigs were in power, so they just rewrote the chapter. But after I have a little sit down with Mother Goose, we'll set all the story straight and let everyone hear the truth. Like how the king didn't mind Humpty, long as he dumped D. When he was clean, he was screaming about how corruptly they ran the country. So they pushed him off the wall, didn't want to put him back together. Not everybody could live happily ever after forever. Not everything in this world is filled with disaster and terror. But until we get the facts together, we'll study the past and error and trial. Because if you don't try, then you already failed. So Jack succeeded with his broken crown and his empty pail. Oh, you pimping, I'm Paul Bunyan chasing extra tall tales. Mix the poison apple in your porridge if all else fails. And when I told Rapunzel to let down her long hair, a synthetic braid came down. Rumpelstiltskin better not be up there. Or I swear by the tyrants, lions, tigers, and bears, I turn a night silent and holy like your lonely Christmas prayers the night before. Not a creature was stirring except the witch and a huge cauldron of golden leathers and rabbit's bits. She could have just tap kissed the frog and turned him into a prince, but she had to, right? Now look at this mess. You think I wasn't pissed when I fell asleep under the tree? When I could have been chilling with y'all under the sea? Now these stupid curious monkeys won't stop jumping in the bed, and an old lady swallowed a fly. Why? Who cares? She's dead. Poor little Hansel and Gretel picked up by Dyfus. Little boy Blue saw the whole thing and turned pale with excitement. They wouldn't know the right thing to do if they slipped in it. I'll kick their butt with Paul's screw if the old woman didn't live in it. And consider it hypocrite sadists feeding our babies malicious ways for ridiculous wages. About their political statements, all the storytellers do is jerk. That's why they figure stick to the pages, but no longer will we linger in cages and be exploited like adolescent pop singers on stages, praising false idols instead of consulting our inner sages, allowing a fairy tale to tell you what an innocent face is. As for their kids, let's see how bad they feel. When I tell them old McDonald had a slaughterhouse and one of his cows is in a Happy Meal. Everywhere, moo, right? You all streets having food fights. So what? The dish ran away with the spoon knife, stabbed them both in the back, and took their jewels. Like life wasn't bad enough. We all want the cash so we could rule, but everything ain't adding up. Because after we all dead and gone, the cheese stands alone. Drag the lion by the tails, not a mouse is on the throne. Don't get your stories messed up. There you go. Thank you.
Yes.
Oh,
Where is the clapping emojis in the comments? Where is
man,
the clapping emojis in the comments for Jay Silent Night? Woo!
bro,
Yes.
you get 10 mics. 10 mics, not 5. You get 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
North Coast said
Vicious.
10 mics. Not
Damn.
5, 10.
10, yes. 10 mics.
Oh, we're going to go back to the comments real quick. Let's see here. Okay. Commissioner Dr. James McConnell said, "What's up? Awesome guest. Happy New Year." David Brown said, "James C. Ellerbe, I found it." Commissioner
Nice.
James McConnell says, "Sounds awesome." He said, "Hit those rhymes." And Teresa Hazel Eyes did the snaps. And we have also Kanisha Akra. Kanisha Akra in the building. She was my guest back in September, her Antoinette Rose.
Nice.
So she's in the building. And Manny Faces gave the bomb emojis. And Teresa Hazel Eyes did some more snaps. Tyrell Altman did the hand claps. And V. Sykes, I guess this is flowers, but I can't really tell. And Tamala.
Burning hearts. That's
Oh,
burning
okay.
hearts.
Tamala Goodwin did the clapping emojis. So welcome, Tamala, and Kanisha, who just tuned in, and Dr. James and David Brown. Welcome. So Rice Cerrone, Silent.
How do I change my name on here? I got to change it to Mr. Rice Aroma.
Oh, man.
What was the inspiration behind that poem?
Yeah. That poem was, I remember it was definitely a lot of fun to write. It was pretty much, just a mixture of, the fairy tales and nursery rhymes, of course, that a lot of us grew up hearing, listening to, reading, or at least some of them. And, it was pretty much just that. Honestly, it was really just trying to do something that I thought was fun to write, and it was a little clever, or just my play on them. And as you see, like towards the end of it, how it got a little more serious in a way was kind of making the flip of like, allowing a fairy tale to tell you this and that, like what an innocent face is and all that. And it's just kind of like what a lot of times what I like to listen to and consume myself, and also what I try to put out there as an artist might have a mixture of kind of like lightheartedness, humor, but also introspection, and also kind of about society and different problems, stuff like that. So yeah, it was just a flip on like, don't believe everything you hear, or like, yo, let me do a flip on each of these fairy tales and nursery rhymes that a lot of us are used to growing up. Yeah.
Okay. Or
That was
don't
original,
believe the
though.
hype and Public Enemy voice. Don't believe the hype. James, you have a question for Silent Night?
Yeah, first, before I do anything, it's a pleasure to have Silent Night, or to interview yet again Silent Night. He was our guest on When People Speak long moons ago. So it's a pleasure to have you on this platform and interview you again. But my question, I got two questions. The first one is, because you're an MC's MC, and what producer would you love to have a track from?
Oh, good question, James.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice question.
Yeah, that is a heck of a question. Especially, I'm glad you worded it like that, because it's not like who's your favorite producer, because I'm always like, oh, I don't have a favorite anything. Like I'm always saying that. But what producer would I like to have a track from? I could be here all day. So just off the top of my head, two of the people that come to mind is High Tech and DJ Premier.
Yes, yes,
Yes,
yes,
I see that
yes.
for both of them. For both of them.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, I love both of those. I love both those producers. Premier always comes into mind, you know,
Primo.
and like High Tech is probably part of it because I've been listening to the old Reflection Eternal earlier today, like I hadn't heard in a while. Or right to him and Wally, like first joint, and also even like Come Down from the Anderson .Paak album, like he High Tech did that beat too. So anyway, those two, like I said, instead of naming like 17 different producers, I'll go with those two for now.
Beautiful, beautiful answer.
Primo,
Beautiful
definitely.
Answers.
High Tech, yes. But Primo, oh my God.
Yeah, no doubt. Primo is like, yeah.
Even
above
though
the clouds, above the clouds.
Oh yeah, above
the style is original.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That was crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
You definitely cut from that cloth, even though you're a lot younger, but it's good to hear that that style of hip hop is still has a home, you know. And you could tell where I'm going with my second question by the first question.
All right.
So now what MC would you like to collaborate with?
Oh, that was another good one, James.
I know that was even hard.
That was a good one.
I think I'm gonna do first of all a shameless plug, and just kind of like mention it because we named Premier, right? DJ named Premier Primo, and Above the Cloud. So I'm blessed to have a song with Inspector Deck already, because if I didn't, we would be on the
I'm done.
So we have a song, me and Beck with Ayatollah did the beat. So shout out to Ayatollah also.
Another good one.
That's a name from way back.
And again, Ayatollah, amazing. So we have a song that's called The Love. It's online streaming, but it's and it was a 45. That's like the one record I haven't released or been, had that opportunity yet to have vinyl really. But the 145 is me and Inspector Deck on one side, and Anthony Hamilton actually on the Ayatollah beat on the other side.
That's sick. That's sick.
Wow.
Bring the noise.
I sold or gave away copies that I had, so I think I, by mistake, don't even have my own copy. I don't know if any exist out there, but if anybody finds a copy of The Love, me and Inspector Deck at Tola, let me know. But yeah, so that, like I said, that would be one of my answers if I didn't have that already. Off the top of the head right now, again, probably based off of what I'm listening to today, because if not, I'll be like, I don't know, or name 20 different people. Elzai, that's somebody. Elzai Fonte, that's another one.
Okay.
Yeah, there's so many. Black Thought. I mean, I don't know. There's too many.
Yes.
That guy's an alien.
I mean, yeah, exactly. So that's off the top.
Nice.
Man, you and Black Thought would be incomparable, bro.
I mean,
I don't know about you, but even though I'm I'm a spoken word artist, I'd be afraid to go in the booth with that man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I gotta be like,
you like this, yo.
Yeah, make sure I'm sharp. extra sharp. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Ooh. Wow.
Yo.
That's all I can say right now. Wow.
I'm pretty blown away right now. Like
I'm telling you. Ooh.
But it's a testament to Silent Night's true artistry. You could tell he's a lover of his own craft, or else he wouldn't come up with those answers. So my hat goes off to you, because it truly shows you're studying this art form that we all love, which is hip hop. So hats to you.
Yes, one time for Jay Silent Night again, aka Rice Roni.
10 mics, man. 10 mics. You got to have 10 mics.
Nickname.
10 boxes of Rice Roni. Cynthia, back to you.
Okay, I'm still here.
Okay, yeah, I see you sitting there chilling in the cut,
Yeah.
waiting patiently for a question.
No.
No? Oh, okay. Well, at least you're being honest. Um, Cynthia, um, let's see. Uh, what type of devices do you use for your photography?
Okay. Right now, I have a old professional Nikon camera. It's a D3300, which is pretty old, but it takes good pictures and stuff. And I don't use too many interchangeable lenses with it and stuff. I basically use the lens that came with it, but I prefer the iPhone because it takes
Mm.
good pictures. It's quick and it's phenomenal what the iPhone can do. And
Wow,
so
that is amazing.
and
Interesting.
Mhm.
the Nikon is just big and bulky and heavy to take around. So and the iPhone, I could just whip it out anywhere and just take as many pictures as I want.
It's a matter of convenience.
Yes, it's just a matter of convenience.
Gotcha.
Yes, yes.
Hmm.
And also, too, I wanted to say to Silent Night that I enjoyed your poem.
Oh,
It
thank
was
you.
it was phenomenal.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
Yeah.
it always amazes me how poets can just say their poetry that they wrote off their head. Because whenever I wrote something down, I had to read it off the paper.
Yeah.
I could not just go up there without the paper.
Yeah. A lot of times to me, when it's new, like newer pieces, I have to read off the paper or go over it so many times
Yeah.
to try to have it there. Or if it's so old that like, and I haven't done it in a while, I might need a reminder, so I might need to read it. But yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Man, I think everybody at one time or another has read off the paper. I ain't gonna lie. Like I'll do a
Mhm.
freestyle in a hot minute. Y'all know that. But it's
Yeah.
like dig it. Like sometimes the poem be so long, you be like, all right, I gotta go to
Yeah.
my paper. Y'all gotta hold up a second. I gotta go to the paper.
Because
Right.
like I feel like a lot of people rely on like the I don't know how to describe, but like oh like different sections or like yeah, after I say this line, I go to this
Yeah.
part. But like if you have 8 different sections or such a long piece, you're like, oh, what if you forget that one section? You're like,
Exactly.
you might need that help there. And also, I don't want to take up that much time too, but I wanted to say something Cynthia was reminding me of earlier and right now is with music too, with recording. I definitely can relate or feel you and understand about the iPhone, like even versus the Nikon camera and digital in general versus the film. I feel like I know there's people that are like purists or that are all about, like you said, like all about the film as opposed to the digital. But yeah, like I feel like for the ease of use, like it's not like anybody could pick up a phone and take a picture, yes, but it might not be Cynthia's pictures. It might not be a skilled photographer's pictures, even with the same equipment. But just
Yeah.
having that equipment it's amazing having that at our fingertips. Like I don't have to
Yeah.
go in studio time and like record on a reel to reel and like all that stuff.
Mhm.
Having digital equipment with like Pro Tools or whatever programs people use now, I'm able to just create, quickly. So yeah, that is
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna go back to the comment section real quick. Let's see here. Manny Faces said, "You listen to that 10 times and you'll hear a new thing each time. Brilliant."
Mhm.
And Haru
Mm.
said, "Good show. He's on the plane home."
Nice.
And
Yeah.
Poessence said, "Nikon cameras are good.
Mhm.
She dipped into photography when she had a stint in indie professional wrestling."
Oh,
Okay.
I'm geeking out right now. I'm
Okay.
I'm geeking out right now. It's rare that you find another wrestling fan. So salute to you. I'm sorry, I just had to say that.
And Camille Thomas Alexander is in the building. Hi, Camille. She said, good evening.
Salute.
V. Dot Sykes said, I don't think I have a piece longer than 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Poetess said, awesome poem as well. I can never memorize my work, so I just keep a journal. And Kanisha Aqua said, that's why I love freestyle poetry, because I don't have to remember anything, just let it flow. And if I mess up or get nervous, I keep going, even make different poems into a poem or add it. I love listening to y'all, but I have to go to sleep and go to work in the morning. Oh, good night, Kanisha.
Nice.
Thanks for tuning in. And Poesson said, wrestling is a whole lifestyle.
Indeed.
I'm sure it is.
Indeed.
And
I
that's
got 2 questions for Cynthia. If you don't mind, if I could jump in, because I so admire photography. And has there ever been a moment that you captured by accident and what it meant to you?
I would have to say almost all the time, because I mean, like I said, I'm a nature photographer, so nature is everywhere. And sometimes I'm just walking somewhere and I'll see a leaf or something that's just captures my attention. I've been driving and I'm like, oh my God, I got to get this picture.
Right.
I mean, I've been over bridges, like the Mario Cuomo Bridge. That was just phenomenal to me. And I was just like, I got to get pictures of this. And it's just everywhere. And especially, I love springtime when the trees are budding and stuff, and it's just it almost blows my mind that it's like, God, you just made such a beautiful earth. And I just got to capture it. I mean, I've gone outside at night and seen the moon just spotlighting on the trees and stuff. It's just, I don't know.
Phenomenal.
Yes.
It's a beautiful to behold the beauty of the creation itself. You know what I'm saying? And to capture it, I mean, and then put it into print, it's just like incomparable by itself.
Yes.
I mean, it takes a very trained, very special eye to capture something like that.
Indeed.
Yes. Absolutely. Donna Banks said, where can we see some of your artwork?
Well, nowhere really. I mean, I've entered like some photo contests and things like that, but as far as like, you know, my work is not in a gallery or anything like that.
Maybe you can create your own.
Not yet.
Or maybe you can create your own gallery.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like
yes.
put on your own show and showcase your own work.
Yes.
You can do that.
You.
That's right, North Philly. Tell her. Let her know.
Yeah, you can do that. It's not.
Yes. Yes.
And I would just say too, whether that's in person or now digitally, right, virtually. So whether it's your own website or social media, and also even in person. Yeah, true.
Yeah. Well, I do have a few pictures on my. Oh, I'm sorry, Tanisha.
No,
I do have a few
right on. That's all. I said I was just telling Rice Cerrone to write on. That's all.
Yes. I do have a few pictures on my Instagram.
Okay.
Page.
Good.
So there you go. There you go. That's a start.
Yes.
Is it public? Can we see it? Like, can people go there? Can we tell people where to?
Oh yes, you
Okay.
can.
Instagram page.
Oh,
Nice.
okay, just 1 second.
Okay.
I don't know it by heart.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's cool.
Oh,
That's cool. We can wait. I mean, you can definitely wait for this because that's something important for you to showcase your work for everybody else to see. You dig what I'm
Right.
saying? You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Instagram. There's a dude on TikTok. He paints these wonderful pictures, man. It's just, I mean, amazing pictures, and he asks people to name them. That's how fat this joint is. I don't know the
Nice.
cat's name, but y'all probably seen if y'all watch TikTok like that.
Okay, Instagram is at Cynthia Blue. It's all written together. 6, the number 6.
All right.
Right. Okay.
Cool.
I'm going to go back to the comments while everybody's writing that down.
Okay.
Not Donna Banks, excuse me. Eric Crow Draven said, I enjoy taking pictures in nature as well. Teresa Hazel Eyes said, nature is definitely so beautiful.
Yes, it is.
Barbara Marie said, Cynthia, have you ever captured a beautiful moment when it snows, covers everything? It's so beautiful. If I was a photographer, I would definitely take many pictures of the snow.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I have taken pictures of the snow.
Nice.
And also, I've been driving down the street and I've seen like people make little snowmen, and I'm like, oh, let me get this.
Oh, nice.
That is cute. That is really trying. I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing your work, Cynthia. I mean, because you sound like a very gifted. I mean, you look like you are very gifted in what you do. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you. I really enjoy it.
I can tell. I can hear it in your voice.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, Silent Night, back to you, man.
No.
What projects are you working on now, currently?
Yeah, I've been working on. I mean, I'm always working on a lot of things. Too many things, I think. One of my things lately, I feel like, well, not lately, always, but even again today, reminding myself that I got to finish projects, finish songs, and finish projects, because I feel like I'll start like 20 different songs at the same time, and on one hand, it's good, I think, because I like the process of like not just kind of being, if I'm like, say, you could get stuck on a certain verse or a certain piece or a certain thing, or just take a long time, even if it's not technically stuck on it. But I kind of like I'll add to this one, like I'll work on multiple things at once. And if something sparks the creativity more than others, then I could take that and run with it even more. But I still like a bunch of the other ones, so I don't want to just leave them in the dust and keep going.
Right.
So I guess, yeah, this rambling is just me reminding myself to finish those projects. But I
before you
have
start on the next one.
Yeah. And I could start on other ones, cool, but I still gotta I like the fact I like being able to start ones before finishing others, but I still want to keep those in mind and not just in mind, but in action to finish them. But I have an album I've been working on for a while now. It's been technically done for a while.
Okay.
And, I just need to finish mixing it. I need the artwork, and I would like to try to do what I can to have it be released to even bigger of an audience, I guess is the best way to put it. So that's some of the reasons why it's been taking a while for me to put it out. But I also have a bunch of stuff that I want to just start releasing in general, because it's that balance to me of I don't want to sit on stuff forever and just wait so long to release anything, but I also want to make sure that something that I feel strongly about, I release it in a proper way, whatever that means, and in the best way I can. What was that?
I have a suggestion for that.
Okay, absolutely.
Because I think correct me if I'm wrong. You said you did some editing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So why don't you put like a compilation of
That's
music
it.
videos with a theme, and you can a lot of these platforms like Amazon and Netflix, they are accepting content from independent artists. So
Yeah,
you could do that. I know I saw what's her name, Janelle Monáe. She had a whole collage of videos that she presented on Amazon. Um,
okay.
and you can that what's huger than these streaming platforms, um, video platforms, to get you out there and get your work exposed on that
That's
level.
a,
So
that's a
yeah.
good that's a good point and a good suggestion. Thank you for that.
Yeah,
And
that's it.
just recently, I did a verse with somebody that he has a new show. Like episode 1 just came out on Amazon. Like just finished. And then years ago, me and my band, we made like a live concert kind of thing, like stuff like that. But we were trying to shop it, to pitch it or shop it to some of these things. We weren't able to do it. But
Mhm,
nowadays, like you're right, I feel like I'm seeing even more of that. So,
mhm.
that's a good point, definitely.
That's it. That's really
Your
good.
band is Fuse, right?
Yeah, yep, yeah. Fuse or the band called Fuse.
Mhm. You got to talk about that, man. Like,
Yeah, yeah. I mean, always shout out to
Okay.
Fuse. Of course, my bandmate K Desiree, also amazing poet and singer. So
mhm,
so yeah, she's singing on there. My man Soul Clock on the mic and the MPC, and then it's Toast and X. They're brothers. They're the guitar and bass, and Mr. Pocket on drums. But we've been together for a while, and at a lot of live shows for people that know besides the main group, there'll be horns sometimes, backup
Mm.
singers, DJs, or we always like to cipher, jam, like have other MCs and singers and musicians and all that type of stuff. So that's always been. I always love having that kind of different experiences. Like it could be a poetry show, just me, just us, a mic, a box of rice-a-roni, and that's it. Or like two turntables, like having a DJ and having that dynamic, but also having like the full live band is, that's an amazing experience too.
Man, I'm hearing it. It's like just hearing, just imagining it, like kind of like the Roots was. You know what I'm saying? Like the Roots done changed up more than a little bit. You know what I'm
I
saying?
mean,
But
yeah,
the
super.
collective is still intact with the
Mm-hmm.
sound and whatnot. You feel what I'm saying? And just
Yeah.
hearing some live stuff, man. Like a lot of these cats ain't ready for that, man. And they still in the studio. You know what I mean? Making animatronic sounds or whatever. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Yeah, it's an experience. I love it. Again, as like
Yeah.
as an audience member in shows like with the Roots or even other bands, or as an artist myself. Yeah, I mean it's amazing to witness it or be a part of it. So yeah, for sure.
Now I got a question, man. I heard that you was on like Loud Records, right?
Oh yeah,
And Raucous. Now
kind of.
Raucous goes back to the days of like when Most Def was on Raucous.
Yeah,
But
yep,
I mean, and like Loud Records, I remember like the Alcoholics,
yeah,
especially they was on Loud. You know what I'm saying?
yep,
So
yep.
how was that feeling, man? I mean, like, like I think I touched on getting into hip hop. You know what I mean, becoming an MC briefly, like in Philly, like with Lally B, Jazzy
Yeah.
Jeff, and all that.
Okay, yeah,
So
yeah,
I touched basically with them, but I never
yeah,
went that far, and I
yeah.
just
Okay,
changed my whole genre and became a poet. You feel what I'm saying?
yep.
So I mean, how was that feeling for you, man?
It was, I mean, yeah, it's surreal. It's still surreal. Even what I was saying before about Inspected Deck, like doing a song with, I
Mm-hmm.
mean, and I was saying earlier, I'm like, I don't have a favorite. Like, one thing I probably do have a favorite of is group, and that's Wu-Tang Clan. And they
Hmm.
were also on
Shit.
Loud.
I was just about to say that. I was just
I
about to
mean,
say
they were on Loud. Like, I'm wearing a cream hat right now. Cash rules everything around me.
I see that.
So like,
Money, dollar bill, y'all.
there you go. There you go. Exactly. So I'm like, Wu, like I grew up on that stuff too. So like, um, I remember I met Inspector Deck as a kid basically one time. And then like years later, I'm like, and I met a few of the Wu cats back then, but I'm like, yo, now we got a song. Like, but yeah, like, and I grew up, or like when I was younger too, of course, I was listening to Mos and Kweli and Pharaoh Monch and everybody on
Yeah.
and also listening to everybody on Loud, like you said, right? Alcoholics, Woo, Big Pun, Dead Prez,
Mm,
Uh,
whoever. And yeah, it was surreal. It was definitely surreal. So I mean, what it was honestly was like once Raucous kind of like stopped, went away, and
Yeah.
they came back with something called the Raucous 50, and it was digital. So I was a part of that. But I was still the very first contract I ever signed. I remember I faxed it from like a Kinko's in Florida or something. So it was surreal. It was surreal. They put out my album digitally. They put some ads out. Like I remember even in what was it, probably Double XL or The Source or something still at the time.
Yeah.
Ad out with like all of our names in it. I'm like, yo, so it was definitely surreal. And then with Loud, it was kind of like when they reinvented also as SRC Records, which is Steve Rifkin was the head of Loud. So his new venture was SRC's or Steve Rifkin company or Street Record Company. And and they put out Pharoah Monch, Raucous. He was on both. So Pharoah Monch's first album was on Raucous, but then his album called, I don't remember what the album was actually. Maybe Desire, that was on SRC. It was and the only thing I dealt with them was like it was kind of like a contest online. So basically I got into like the final 50, then 20 or 10, then like 5. So it was like at the end, I had the contract and everything, and I would have had the contract with SRC, and it was loud.com. They were doing an online thing at loud.com and SRC. I don't know if that's even more confusing, but that was my experience with them. And I got to go to the offices, and so I did deal with them to a degree. Yeah. But yeah, all of that was like
mind blowing.
So in the comment section, Teresa Hazel Eyes asked the question for Rice-A-Roni. She said, "Will Mr. Rice-A-Roni be performing at the open mic in July?" Good question, Teresa. Rice-A-Roni, you going to be at the open mic in July?
Open mic in July. I would love to. I would love to be there. It has a date already and everything. July
19th. Rice-A-Roni.
All right. So if I can, I would love to be there and perform. Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome sauce.
Barbara Marie got a good question too in the chat for Cynthia.
Yeah. Okay.
Says, have you ever captured a beautiful moment when it snows?
Yeah, I read that.
Oh, you read that? Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. But she did say, Rice-A-Roni, are you going to grace us with the song?
Yes.
Right now, tonight?
Rice-A-Roni.
Yes. The rhythm, the rebel. Without a pause, I'm knowing on my levels.
Everybody in the chat.
I'm loving all the references. I mean, yeah.
Throw your box of Rice-A-Roni in the air, folks.
Might have to do that for July. Have Rice-A-Roni on hand. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yes.
Now you got me like, okay, what kind of song could I do on the spot here? But, I don't know how to
Rice-A-Roni digging the crates.
Yeah, I was gonna say what. If I was on a different setup, I could probably play the beat through it. But I don't know if I should try to play the beat on the phone or something too. But yeah. Let me see. Yeah, I'm definitely digging in the crates here.
He's digging, folks. He's digging in the crates.
I hear it.
Can you hear this?
I hear a little bit.
Drums in the comments and boxes of Rice-A-Ronis in the air.
All right, I'm gonna try it.
There you
You
go.
can hear it?
I hear that.
Let's see. And I'm digging in the crate, so hopefully I remember this too. It's a new day, new place, new playground, new stage, new faces and names now. A new week, new speech, new peace talks, a new month, new lunch to defrost the new year. New beer, new fat, new cheers of nuclear disasters here. New tears, new cheers, new emotions. Moving forward, but it's still the same old, same guns, same drugs, same robbery, same hoods, same slums, same poverty, same rules, same laws, same policies, same schools, same states, same colonies. Same rape and same killing, same property, same wages, same buildings, same hole in the wall, crib at the bloodstained cement, same hole in the walls. Except they raise the rent, there ain't a cent in your bank account. Forget hand-me-downs, kids go to school with pass-arounds. Down the block, you could buy a stick of cancer loose, but there ain't no 50-cent pomegranate juice. And if you thought the last line was a rapper reference, you probably didn't see in the picture I had presented. So poor people gotta eat too. And there ain't no fools in the hood. They got key fools. You try to keep cool, but the stomach's empty. Wallet's empty, fridge is empty, and not coincidentally, the only thing full is your gun. Tired is and feel like you're pulling a ton. To the outside world seem insane. In fact, maybe evil like you need to be chained and trapped. But they may think it's just typical for a shade of black. But me, I'm just mad about who you aiming at and what you aiming with. It ain't. See, it's a new war and new weapons should have came with it. But that don't mean I'm sitting back, taking it, starving myself, sitting down, waiting it out. Instead, I'm all about making it count. If the time's right, I swing down with a blade in my mouth. It's for the ones who struggle. It's for the ones who fight. It's for the sons and daughters who just begun their life. It's for the hunger and all the reason for what I write. It's what I'm going to call it. This is a hunger strike.
Oh, man.
Thanks for that.
Thank you. I did it with the beat, but that's something that I've also done a cappella like the other one I did today. So I don't know if that's a
that beat was sick.
You were like this. You were like this.
I felt the flame through my device.
Yo, that beat was so sick. I got the flu from that beat. You feel what I'm saying? Damn, bro.
Man,
fire.
I'm gonna just throw it out there. I would love to work with you.
Yeah, I'm with it. I know. Like you said, we connected a while ago too. But like, like let's let's try to stay on it, I guess, and make something happen. Yeah.
Indeed. I'm no stranger to working with an MC, so
no doubt. Okay, yeah.
Let's make it happen.
Okay.
Man, if you could put me in there, bro, just
here. You heard it here first.
If you could put me in there, bro, man, put me in there, man. Yeah.
All right, see, we got a link. We got a link.
No affiliate finance. You can check me out. I'm my credentials is 100%.
I'm sure. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
That was fire, bro.
Yeah, that was. That was. You were Muhammad Ali on there.
The mic is smoking.
Thank you. Seriously, thank you.
I got a question for Cynthia Blue.
Sure.
What exotic place would you like to capture?
Good question, James.
Well, I don't know. It's not exotic, but my desire is that I would like to go to Cuba and capture
that is exotic.
Capture the old country and those cars and just the whole atmosphere there. That's always been like my dream.
I know a poet that goes to Cuba. I need to connect you with her. She's always going. That's Amira Shabazz Bilal. She's been to Cuba, I think, a couple of times now, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
Yeah, so I need, and guess what? She's a photographer too.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll connect you. I'll hit you up on Instagram and I'll connect y'all too.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Welcome,
Networking,
The
welcome.
networking.
networking going on live with Mz.KIR. See that network
Yes.
going on? Yes.
Okay. And thank you, Mz.KIR.
You're welcome, Cynthia.
Yes. Your work needs to get out there, Cynthia. I mean, it's just your work is incomparable. I mean, like I said from the very beginning. I mean, I was asking like, what was your influences? It's like I saw works of Monita Sleep, and his works was like incomparable. You know what I'm saying? And then you
Mhm.
had Gordon Parks. His work is just beyond belief. Like you see some of his images that he captured, man, it's unbelievable.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So, your
Yes.
work
I've seen
speaks for
some of his
itself.
work. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. It is. It really is. But as far as like a visual artist, my
Mhm.
hero is Remer Bearden with the
Okay.
Mm,
collages and stuff.
Okay.
I love his work. He's not a photographer. I mean, he wasn't a photographer, but
mhm,
Mhm.
as far as visual arts goes and stuff.
Right.
Um, but I have been studying other people's work uh, this past year and stuff, and trying to get my visual eye better,
mm,
and my composition better. So yes.
mm.
Yeah.
Is there a genre of visual art that you haven't experimented in that you would love to tackle? That's,
I,
I mean, the sky is the limit when it
yeah,
comes to visual art. You can literally use anything for,
Mhm.
you know.
right.
So, has there been any, thing that you haven't touched yet in the visual art space that you would love to do?
Hmm.
Um, I would think more like doing sculptures and stuff like that, but not
Mm,
the big gigantic ones, but just little small type
mm-hmm,
things and stuff. I think that I would like to do that
Okay.
mm,
next and stuff. I've
Nice.
been collecting a lot of little pieces, and I said I'm gonna make make something.
mm,
I have it in my back of my mind what I want to do, but
mm-hmm.
I just need to do it.
There you go. There you
Okay.
go.
Ain't nothing to it but to do it.
Ain't nothing to
Mm-hmm.
it but to do it.
Ain't
You know what
nothing to
I'm
do but to do it. Ain't nothing to do but to do
saying? Seriously, man.
Yep.
it. Absolutely. So, Jay Silent Night, aka Rice the Room.
The San Francisco treat. Every time it's gonna ring in my ear. I'm telling you, it's gonna stay in my head all night, man. I mean, it's just I keep thinking about the streetcar going on the TV and everything. Man. I'm gonna lose sleep over this, Mz.KIR. I'm gonna lose sleep over this. I mean,
Oh, I'm sorry, North Philly. I don't want you to lose any sleep over it.
that's all I'm going to hear. Right, Ceremony, the San Francisco treat.
So, Jay Silent Night, what are the inspirations for your songs and your poems and all that good stuff?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if that's like a cop out answer, but everything I would say, I feel like I'm just always. I mean, I remember saying it one time, I'm always writing, I'm constantly always writing to the point where like everything else is just what I do in between, in between writing. So I like, it's not all the time, of course, but I love just being in that state, like in that flow state, people would say, or in the zone with it. That
Mhm.
like it could be the most mundane stuff, the most like day to day, daily stuff, or it could be, you know, a huge life event or a huge thing in the news or in the world. And even like Cynthia was saying, right? It could be like walking and seeing the same thing. Like, I mean, not exactly the same, of course, but as opposed to visually capturing it, I might be like, oh, that snowman, the kids building a snowman or the leaf or something like might just spark an idea or something somebody says in conversation or, so many different things. I feel like I'm always just like leave it, making audio notes or just typing, in my phone or in a notebook, any of that stuff.
Yeah.
Just constantly, like whether it's a word or two, a line, something that rhymes, something that doesn't, a couple like pieces of things, like it's just always kind of floating around. Yeah.
Yeah. The inspiration strikes you just like lightning, man. It comes out
Yeah.
of anywhere.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And this nice and deep. And with that being said, Rice Aroni, because the time is going by so fast. Rice Aroni, can you take us out with a song? Rice Aroni, in the
Yes.
comments, folks. Rice Aroni, Rice Aroni. Where's the drums? Clap, drums, box the Rice Aroni in the air. Come on, folks.
I need
Mm.
I know, girl.
emoji.
I know.
Let me see. All right, take us out with a song. You said right now or what?
In a few minutes.
Okay. Yeah, I got you.
Okay. Okay.
Cynthia, do you have any shout outs you would like to give?
No.
Okay.
A couple of my friends, I don't know if they're watching or not, Susan and Deborah. I like to say shout out to them.
Oh, the dictionary, you mean? You talking about the dictionary?
But I don't know if they're watching.
Okay.
I
Shout
told
out
them
to Susan and whoever else is watching.
and Deborah.
And Deborah, if you're watching.
Yeah.
James, you want to give a shout out to anyone?
Oh man, just everybody that came in the channel. V. Sykes, my brother Tyrell Altman, David Brown. Thank you for coming out and representing, and fellow photographer Amira Shabazz Bilal. I'm definitely going to connect you, Cynthia Blue, to her. And just you for having this platform, amazing platform for artists of all different spectrums to come here and share their work. That's very important, and this is what we need. We need more platforms like this in order to get our work out there. So, just to you and all you do.
Yeah. Oh, you got me over here all emotional like Carl Thomas. North Philly, you have any shout outs you want to give?
Yo, if my phone don't die because it's eating up energy like Pac-Man. Listen, shouts out to you, Mz.KIR, again for having me again. You know what I'm saying, as the unteenth co-host, like the black Ed McMahon. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to Solid. Yo.
Oprah in the building.
That's the Solid Night. You know what I mean? Yo, man, you get 90 mics as far as I'm concerned, 1,000,000 mics. You're incomparable, man. You know what I'm saying? I would love to work with you also. You know what I'm saying? Whenever, you know what I'm saying? Shouts out to you, Cynthia. I pray that you get your work out there for everybody to see. I think you're a very beautiful lady. You know what I'm saying? You just
thank you.
You're very talented. I can tell you're very passionate about your work. Continue on. And to my man James Ellerbe with that poem, bruh. I guess all sticks with it. Every time I look at you, it sticks in my head.
Which one? I got so many in my head.
The superhero joint.
Oh yes. Oh yeah. Thank you, man. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
That
joint. Speaking of which, can you do that for us real quick?
Sure. See, a poet always got to be prepared, right?
That's right. That's right.
We are superheroes. We are superheroes. So let no one steal your cape. Let there be no mistake. You have superpowers. You can soar above pain like the Falcon. You can punch holes in fears like Luke Cage. And no matter what people may say, the bulk of your power is inside you. It wasn't manufactured in a lab. You're not a mutation. You're a physical manifestation of something glorious, something majestic. You too can control storms like Storm. You were born beautiful, powerful, gifted, uplift your soul. Your neighborhoods are your Wakanda, and you are Black Panther. So save your fellow Avengers. Your name is Isaiah Bradley, the first Captain America. Like you were the first to create civilization, one of God's greatest creations on this earth. So take back your birthright, Esau. Climb, claw, fly your way out of the abyss. Assist anyone in despair. Dare to be incredible. Dare to be fearless, lest you be defeated by your own weakness. Secure your secret identity. The world doesn't need to see. Sometimes great things are done in secrecy. But most importantly, never give up. Tired of injustice, then decide enough is enough. Turn words into actions, dreams into goals. Hold yourself accountable. For the world needs you. Evil never sleeps. It wreaks havoc, disenfranchises lives, and will always live in a lie. Be the proof in truth. Be bulletproof. Be someone's lifesaver. Let no one steal your cape. Make every day an adventure and venture to uncharted places. Pace yourself. Don't exhaust all your powers in one time. Even Jesus had to recharge. Be larger than life, like being the source of change. Put on your game face. For the race is not for the swift, but for the one that endures to the end. You too will bend spoons with your mind. Combined with like-minded forces, you got a course to your destiny. Believe you can. Believe you must. Trust in your maker. For who's going to tell her that her life is worth more than a reality TV show contract? Who's going to tell him a gang there's no place to find a father figure? Your purpose is bigger than you. Your superpowers are not meant for you. They're meant for your family, your children, your neighborhood. Because everyone wants to be super. Everyone wants to be special. But be the change. Be the difference. Be superheroes. For God's sakes, just be. Thank you.
Woo! Yes, James. James, yes. Snaps and drums in the comments. Clap, snap, snap, drums, clap it up. James Ellerbe. Woo, that was the poem, James. Yes.
Thank you for listening.
Okay.
That poem was
let me
amazing,
add,
man.
Quick promo.
Mm-hmm.
That is on my spoken word album, Pulsar. Go to jamescellerbe.com. You gotta hear the musical version of that. It's accompanied with Goddess Day, vocalist, phenomenal vocalist, and the person that produced every track on the album, fellow poet himself and MC, Uninvited Maine. I'm going to be featured on his up-and-coming album. I'll let him talk about that one day when he's on the show. Because you got to put him on the show. But yeah, that, enough promo, but just check it out.
All right. And I'd like to give a shout out to everybody who is watching now. Thank you all for watching. And for anyone who is going to watch later, please remember to put #replay in the comments and where you're from, and like, heart, and share, because sharing is caring and caring is sharing. I'd like to also give a shout out to Deborah the Dictator Cheney. I'd like to also give a shout out again to my firstborn T Noodle. Shout out to my secondborn Big Dude K. Shout out to my mom, Barbara Marie. Shout outs to Donna Banks, Teresa Hazel Eyes. Shout outs to you guests. Jay Silent Night, aka Rice Aroni.
The San Francisco treat.
Shout out to you, Cynthia Blue. Shout outs to you, James Ellerbe, and you, North Philly, for co-hosting again. I appreciate it. Thank you and James for co-hosting. Greatly appreciate it. And with that being said, I wish everybody love, peace, hair, grease, soul, edges. Edges matter. And Jay Silent Night, aka Rice Cerrone, can you take us out?
I will. I'm just gotta go with whatever comes first because I'll be here like, oh, I don't know which song to do.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
And shout out to you and all the co-hosts, the guests, yourself.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me on here. And all of you, we shouted out Innocent Project always. Yeah, a lot of shout outs. But all right, let me see. What's up? Maybe. All right, will this work? Ooh, all right, I'm gonna try it. I don't know if I gotta stand up for this now.
Man, let it hit.
I'm gonna attempt to do this call and response joint. So it's only in the in the chorus, but let's see how it goes. So in the chat or y'all with me here too. Hopefully you can hear it. Something like, I'm picky about where we place our paper. Instead of fun and depth, I'd rather embrace my neighbor. Kids with no principle, easy way chasers, find themselves in the pickle, another taster's paper. Need to re-rate your flavor, some of that potency. Your mind's ajar, then you need to fully open it. The opposite of your wallet, try closing it and honing in on who you'd want to be holding it. What's their intentions, where they gonna go with it? Are you prepared to share the guilt with their associates? The buck don't stop when you hand it over. Culture of capitalism, or rather lack of culture. Pack of vultures for every new bill printed. Vicious, ready and willing to get ill with it. Run of the mill, they running for meal tickets. Power in the purchase, make it work what you put in it. Make money, make money. And then we spend money, spend money.
Spend money.
Spend money, spend money.
Save money.
Save money, save money.
See me?
Nice.
I think we should be picky where we place our paper. Instead of simply spending, I'd rather embrace my neighbor. Kids with no principle, easy way chasers, find themselves in the pickle, another taster's paper. It's been that way for a while, tough cookie. A bit biotic, it kind of sucks to me. A little luxury will have you spending careless. And if you're struggling, see choices are less apparent. Whatever end of the spectrum, whatever way you wear it, we're pretty daring with our dollar and our self-merit. You disrespect me, don't fret. See, I won't break your window, but you could bet that'll be the last time you get my biz, though. It's pretty simple when you break it down. That golden rule still applies. And basically, I will walk the extra mile to an independent convenience store because it means much more. And then we will say, make money, make money.
Make money.
About save money.
Save money.
See, I done boycotted Forbes top to nonprofit. Anybody could get got. They ain't absolvent. They gotta be accountable. Else they bound to. Anything for a buck, they too powerful, but we got power too. That's what I'm trying to say. We underestimate. We let them get away. We let them legislate, dreaming the better days. They sit pretty and let the paper stack every day. The same dollars that arm radical renegades. The same dollars that bought the last Senate race. The same that made them throw the fight for heavyweight. That made the record state the paint wasn't lead-based. Got a lot of reach, that's for sure. We always overwhelm. We always can do more. But here's something simple we overlook when we reach into our wallet, pocketbook, and cash drawers. So we make money, spend money, save money, donate money, invest money. And then on the count of three, in the chat or right here with me, I want you to say whatever you want to do with your own money. So I do it 1, 2, 3.
Make money.
Hey, thank y'all.
Yeah, that was dope.
That was dope. Love the message.
Yes. And with that being said, love every soul, folks. Be breezy. Remember, be breezy. Breeziness also matters, just like edges. And we'll see you next week on Live with Mz.KIR. Thank you all. Peace.
Thank you.
Peace.
Good night, everyone.
Peace.
Good
See y'all.
night.
Right.
Night.